Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is Wistful Sum, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I wanted to do a commentary for a video here on Spaceland within Infinite Warfare Zombies. And for those of you who may or may not know, I've been spending quite a lot of my time on this map, or I guess just in this game as of recently, doing a lot of speedruns. Most of the speedruns are all Easter egg related, and so because I love Spaceland so much, I wanted to challenge myself in a way and actually just do a high round for once. I never hit round 100 on Spaceland until just about recently, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Just give it a try. Just go for the run. Go for the challenge. This is actually the second official attempt that I had. It's my first official speedrun attempt, but this is my second official attempt to get to round 100 in the first place. The first attempt that I have, I'll probably have a clip play up on screen right now, died on round 96. It was really sad. I was out of up and atoms. Yeah, I didn't want to go for a flawless because I didn't see myself doing it flawlessly. I to this day right now, I don't see myself able to do it flawlessly. But it was still a fun challenge. It was still a fun challenge. It was kind of sad to die like 4 rounds away from the big number, but I wanted to give it another attempt, and since I had a reset anyway, I was like, screw it, why not just go for the speed run? Looking back at the beginning of the game here, God, it's been so long since this run started, but yeah. For those of you who are curious on the run, any of the details of it, anything at all, I'll kind of just like go through the video here and kind of provide my commentary for where I use cards where, what the strat is, some of the nuances here and there that I used for my high round attempt here. As you can see here on this pause screen, we've got these 5 fake cards. This is no decut, fake card only run. That's the submission type. And as you can see, we're already using scope dollars off the bat. If you guys don't know what scope dollars is, it's basically a card that, with combination with a sniper, which the M1 happens to be, you just make a whole buttload of money. And it's really nice, especially if you can get collaterals. But that's a really good way for you to make money, alongside with doing some of the kneel challenges early on. The point of doing the kneel challenges for the high rounds is just so that you can get tickets whilst you're working through the rounds. And as my pause screen goes away, so yeah, nice, beautiful triple. That's a quadruple. Yeah, it's insane. Next card, Static Shock. Static Shock basically buffs your melee to do a lot more damage. It actually kills a couple zombies around it as well. They don't actually count as well for melee kills for the kneel challenge, but whenever you have the kneel challenge on solo, it depends on how many players you have in your game, obviously. But on solo, it's always 5. And so it's really nice to pop that card because you're on an early enough round where that melee is just going to be one shot. So you can use all 5 charges on it, and you can easily kill 5 zombies with melees. It makes the challenge so much easier. But those are the first 2 cards. The rest of the cards are more so down the line for the later part of the run. I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. Last card that I have is Scorching Skin. I don't actually use that at all in this run. In all the rounds, all 100 rounds, I don't use the card at all because it's just kind of a extra card to have in your inventory. You don't really need it. And I wasn't really planning on using any other cards anyway. But yeah, Scorching Skin, I'm definitely not going to be using it. I get gas grenades really early. So Nade Party is a really nice fake card. It doesn't have too much utility, but for this high rounds, there's a strategy that you'll see me start to incorporate more and more as the run goes along here, as we approach the 30s. Where I'm staying at this junction right in front of Journey into Space. It's between Pack-a-Punch, the fork that goes off to Journey into Space, where you see the escape velocity trap, and then there's the long area down to the Astro Cave where you see we are here. But yeah, this junction right here, this is essentially where a lot of the spawns just come furiously fast at me. And it's really nice to get angles when you're watching from 3 different sides, and you're able to get the rounds going a lot faster. The reason why Nade Party is so effective is because obviously gas grenades, you can use them to cut off one of the 3 angles, one of the 3 choke points where zombies will come from, and I'll end up doing the entire like doorway where Journey into Space is. Where Nade Party comes into play is you don't really do this strategy beyond scene 30, because that's when the spawns are a little bit different and the M1 starts to drop off a little bit. The M1 really is dropped off on scene 40 though. That's when you'll really see it fully drop off. We're just using the gas grenades to cut off that choke point, and the Nade Party just recharges your grenades. Might be the same recharge rate as the cryos, which I know are 35 seconds. It lasts for 3 rounds. It instantly refills your grenades off the bat. It's a really nice utility, and I like to do it on scene 27 because then I'll have it up till scene 30, and then by the time that it's done, the gases aren't really that useful anymore. I just rotate into the round 30 to round 50 high round strategy. But yeah, that's the purpose of that Nade Party fate card. And then Eagle-Eyed. Eagle-Eyed. Let's talk about Eagle-Eyed really quickly. It makes 50 shots of your M1, which counts as a sniper rifle, to instantly kill zombies. It's really powerful because you can get entire hordes. You just have to fire 1 good shot, maybe 2. With the wind core, and having Eagle-Eyed on, it's like you have an insta-kill active. It just deletes zombies because that's what Eagle-Eye is designed to do. It's designed to have each shot that you fire of a sniper rifle to instantly kill a zombie. That's all the cards and basically their utility. I'm getting set up here, grabbing perks where I need them. I'm on my last Neil challenge right now. I'm about to get 300 tickets, which I need for the Arcane Core to put on my M1. I'm going to grab quickies here. Perks that I ended up with at the very beginning. I actually didn't even grab Up and Atoms until I switched to the Croc Strategy. So I only had 4 perks. I had Tough Enough, I had quickies. I did buy Bang Bangs. Eventually I trade Bang Bangs. Eventually grab Bomb Stoppers. The only real reason that Bomb Stoppers is effective and why you want Bomb Stoppers is because when you throw the Cryonades, which we'll get to eventually and showcase, when you throw the Cryonades at your feet, they do deal like 1 zombie swipe deal of like explosive damage towards you. That can be sometimes the difference between life and death if you're in a situation where you're completely reliant on those Cryonades to survive. So having Bomb Stoppers is really important to have because without it, you're going to suffer damage from those cryo grenades, and if you have it, then you won't. It is a very, very important aspect of having those because of how powerful Cryonades are. Because on any round, you can just use them to freeze an entire horde of zombies. You can insta-kill them all. It's just a 1 shot or a melee because that's just how powerful the cryos are. Another thing about the Cryonades, there's actually a bug prevents your cryo grenades from recharging because normally they're supposed to recharge every 35 seconds. There are 3 ways you can bug out your cryo grenades to not have them recharge. The first and probably the most common way is by just entering and playing an arcade game. Another way is by grabbing an infinite grenades drop. Last way that you can bug your cryos, you go down. Talk about this again here just for a second before we continue on with the cryos. I'm using this spot, just kind of like staying in this area to get the most spawns. They're spawning over by the archway of Spaceland. They're spawning here in Cosmic Way, and they're spawning in Journey, and it's just killing zombies as fast as possible and getting the fastest spawns. Then I'm going to rotate over to Polar so I can finish getting the Wind Core. If you down and you go to the Afterlife Arcade with Up and Atoms, it bugs out your cryos as well. And it's really annoying to fix them. So how do you fix them? Change your cryo grenades to a different grenade type, and then you go back to the arcade and you rebuy the cryo grenades for 350 tickets. Cryos don't recharge until 10 rounds elapse. It's every multiple of 10. So back here to present, we just got the Wind Core. We're gonna end the round here, and then we're gonna make our way back over to that junction in front of Journey. This is basically me using gas grenades to cut off that choke point. We're not gonna use Nade Party till round 27 because those last 3 rounds of the Nade Party that works up until the 30s, and then we'll change the strategy. In the meantime, if you guys are lucky enough with your coins, like in your coins when you pick them up off the zombies, it's a good idea to go for Medusa devices, which are 3 reds, because then you have a manual nuke. There's no more zombie spawning for that round. You might as well just activate it to get the fast round end. So Medusa devices are definitely going to come in handy. But if your tokens are not as lucky and you're getting more of a rainbow, then it's better to play for a later game and try to stow them for working on Kindle Pops, as you're seeing me here do. Between Cosmic Way and then Journey into Space, and I already have Kindle Pops in my pocket. We use Kindle Pops a lot for the Journey into Space strategy. Rounds 30 and up to 50 Kindle Pops are another source of infinite damage that you deal. Any of you guys are familiar with Cold War's Ring of Fire and how lethal it is for having zombies run through, or the Wraith Fire Grenades from Black Ops 4. Kindle Pops is essentially the same concept, and it's really, really, really strong. It does deal damage to the player, though. Even Bomb Stoppers doesn't mitigate that damage. You do have to be a bit careful, especially with the spreading out of it, because if you're not careful, you can activate multiple of them, and they do tend to despawn if you don't trigger them fast. Which I noticed was quite annoying. You're seeing a clown round here with this strategy on C19. I don't know if there's a faster place to sit for spawns like this here, but this seemed to be very, very fast clown spawns whilst I was playing in this area. I know that over by Kepler, there is still a really fast clown spawn. I mostly use that towards later game once I get to the fast Croc strat. But for these earlier rounds, I did like to stay here. The round is already over. C19 was pretty fast. And then, yeah, we're just moving on here. You'll notice I only have 4 perks. That's because I'm still using gases. I don't need Bomb Stoppers yet because I don't have Cryos. So when I eventually do go to grab those, I'll make sure to grab Bomb Stoppers on the way. I don't need Up and Atoms right now. I'm pretty confident in my ability to get to the high rounds here or get to the 50s without a single down. That was just my personal decision. That's why I only have 4 perks here, whereas there's normally a 5 perk limit. There is a 5 perk limit when you're not rocking Director's Cut or doing the Ghost and Skull machines within Infinite Warfare Zombies. Doing the high round strategy in this area and training the way that I'm training, there are a couple spawns that zombies are going to make a nuisance for you if you don't block them off. It's just generally a good idea if you can get your hands on C4, if you can get your hands on trip mines from any of the carts around the map. You want to throw them in that grass patch that is just to the left when you enter Journey there. You see me looking at it a couple times. You want to throw that there so you can block that spawn. Inside the Cosmic Cinema, I recommend that you guys throwing one back there just to help you out with spawns so that they're not as annoying. But it is early enough rounds right now where I'm just using the M1. I'm trying to work on building tickets here with the escape velocity trap here so I can block some of those spawns. And then eventually I'll make enough tickets to go grab Cryos, and I can switch my gases to Cryos and then go buy Bomb Stoppers over in the Kepler system. Zombies through these to try to get as many kills as I can. Clowns are not affected by Kindle Pops, for those of you who did not know. It's kind of annoying, but clowns are annoying. Over the past, I would say, maybe 5 attempts of this, because I did do some of my high round attempts before I started recording this. I did die a couple of times before I even got to the crocodile strategy, where clowns would just kill me. Even whilst using Cryonades in like a really bad emergency situation, clowns just don't care about Cryos. They don't care about Kindle Pops. They don't care about any of that. They'll just kill you. It sucks. It is what it is. But yeah, this is basically just using the Cryos to get as many kills as possible here in Journey. This is essentially the strategy. Most people will probably be like, Wist, why are you not using Eagle-Eyed here? You could get really, really fast rounds like this. So I could. I opted to do things a little bit differently because you only can buy your cards back 3 times. I wanted to save my Eagle-Eyed as a insurance card almost to basically, if I die and come back, I would have an infinite damage dealing tool to get my perks back. I think a lot of the times when I was doing the Croc strategy in higher rounds, I would actually build boom boxes and those would help me out instead of having to use Eagle-Eyed, which is quite nice because obviously Eagle-Eyed is a really powerful fake card, and if I use it, then, you know, I might be able to get my perks back and set up really fast. But then I don't want to waste that Eagle-Eyed, because by then I'm already using my M1 to freeze the hordes or stun the hordes with the wind core to get kills with the alligator. And I would just be wasting Eagle-Eyed, because all those shots that I'm getting on those zombies, the zombies aren't stunned. They're just dying because I'm using Eagle-Eyed. And right here, you're about to see me grabbing Cryos. I'm just getting a couple of extra tickets that I need here with the disco trap. And then I'm also going to make sure that I grab the Cryos here from the arcade. And then I'm also going to make my way over to the Kepler system. Also, just a little detail. It's kind of out there, but it is quite important for anybody who wants to run high rounds in Spaceland just to know. Or even if you are curious as to why a core is not working for a second. Sometimes the cores can bug out, and you won't be able to use them from the Arcane Core weapon at all. And if that's the case, all you have to do is just ADS with the weapon, and it just fixes it. It turns the element back on. It's a really rare bug, but when it does happen, you guys can just do that. But there we go. There's bomb stoppers. There's our 5 perks. I do end up getting these same 5 perks at the very end of this game, but I'm eventually going to trade Bang Bangs for Up and Atoms when I get to the Croc Strategy. You don't really need Bang Bangs when you do that strategy. You're just firing the M1 once at a horde at a time. But right now, I am spamming it pretty vigorously because the M1 on Scene 34 is still very viable. It doesn't really drop off until the 40s, like I've previously mentioned. I've already gotten rid of Bang Bangs, and I've picked up Up and Atoms, and it's Scene 49, so I'm doing the transition now to do the Croc Strategy. Staying over here by the ERAD is what we call the fast Croc strat, and then staying on the other side is apparently the slow Croc. Basically, this is all that you have to do for the strategy, is you're just running the zombies around this mini fountain here until the crocodile is ready again. You're running the zombies through. You want to switch your weapon to the M1 so it has time to turn on, and then you can turn around after you're outside of the mouth of the alligator, and you can shoot the zombies to freeze them, because eventually it's just not going to kill, right? And then the chomping is going to happen. It's going to kill all the zombies there, and it's just the best way that you have for killing zombies there. The other weapon that I recommend you guys using, as you see a lot in the gameplay here, is the Oni. Oni is a wall weapon that you can buy ammo for. It's very close by. It's over in Cosmic Way, and it's a really nice wall weapon to have as well, because not only is it really helpful for killing clowns sometimes if you don't want to use your M1 ammo for whatever reason, but it also is a lightweight weapon, so it allows you to run faster. So it stacks with Race and Stripes. It's really, really effective for training. Getting and slipping through zombies on IW I find to be very rewarding, very easy to do. Rarely you'll get cornered whenever doing this, even on the really high rounds. Sometimes they can be a little bit finicky, and sometimes spawns that zombies jump down from like higher elevated places can like push you out. I know that happens to me a lot whenever I'm training in this area, but like over by bomb stoppers, like you can see some of those zombies jumping down right there. It is quite a dangerous spot, but this is basically the whole strategy, and I'm doing this consistently up until the hundreds. All right, so this is our clown round right here. So I'm going to run over to the Moonlight Cafe up here, and I'm just going to stick to the very top of the staircase here. All the clowns are going to spawn in front of me. Relatively fast spawns. This is just the best place to stay when you're doing the Croc strat. Not too many clowns that you have to deal with here. And I'm just using the M1 the whole time. Sometimes you can use the Onis here as well if you don't want to have to worry about spending your M1 ammo too much. And I don't have Bang Bangs here, so if I get the max ammo fast, I really have to spam that trigger so I can try to get the full capacity for the M1. Sometimes you'll not really have too much of a big worry. It is nice to finish these rounds as fast as possible. Right here, I'm a little bit slow, but it is what it is. I tried my best. I still end up getting spawns over here, so it wasn't that bad. I still end up getting relatively fast spawns. Because at the same time, like, I was going for around 100, but this was a speed run. So I was giving it a go. If you guys also notice, for my tactical, I have a rewind right now. Best possible case scenario, you have a transponder. Rewinds are probably the second best. Those are utilities that you guys can use to get out of like tight corners and bad situations where you might take it down. I've had a couple of times where I have just forgotten I had a transponder in my pocket, and I take a dumb down because I just forgot simply to press LB because I'm on Xbox and I use that controller. Whatever button it is for you guys, of course. Just knowing that you guys have that at your disposal, it might help out with taking some of those dangerous cornered situations. All right, so as you guys can see right here, we're on scene 64. I have 2 brutes here that have spawned in. These are the first brutes that are actually going to break the teeth off of the Croc here. So this is basically just the execution process that I have. Just as you can see as it unfolds here, just dealing with the brutes one at a time. It's relatively fast to take their masks off with the wind core on the M1, but as you can see, it just slaps them on scene 64. They're not even a big deal. All right, guys. But with that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the process here. If you guys like these kinds of videos, more than happy to do more of them. But yeah, guys. Here is round 100. This is 8 hours of gaming has come to this. That's what it looks like on screen, by the way, if you guys didn't know, for around 100 on IW. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to see more content like this. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.